Hi, everybody. This is Tom Grisak. I have a special guest today. This is one of my favorite people. I've known Crystal Gober. What's your fiance?
Cunningham will be
Cunningham
the
will
new
be
last
her
name.
new name. And I've known Crystal for 17 years. She's been the marketing director for Hexter Fair, which is now First American Title, right next door to us, and has always done a fantastic job. They are our title company choice. So
Yeah,
welcome.
we've enjoyed working with Tom. I think I've known Tom and Rhonda and the team now since Jason was pretty much a baby.
Yeah, probably.
And now he's a young man in college.
Right.
Exactly. What happened? We grew up.
So we've seen a lot of changes in this industry, and there's one thing that's happening now that concerns us all. In fact, it cropped up yesterday and today, and Crystal was actually the first one to warn us about this. About a month ago. We'd never heard of some of these issues that are coming up. So, Crystal, why don't you tell them what you're seeing?
Absolutely. The biggest thing right now, guys, that we're seeing is wire fraud. And these fraudsters are in other countries, they're domestic, they're international, but they are preying on the real estate industry and realtors and buyers and sellers that are obviously dealing with a lot of money. And they're trying to get those funds from you. And so wire fraud is probably the biggest, scariest thing out there right now that we are facing. And so Tom asked me to come over and kind of give you guys some idea of what's going on, give you some scenarios, kind of tell you some ways to avoid this from happening to you.
Set it up. What are they doing?
These guys, these fraudsters, guys, girls, whoever they are, they are sending fraudulent emails. They are looking like they are the agent. They are looking like they're coming from the agent or the title company or the lender. And it's not those people. They are falsifying these emails to look like it's coming from Tom or from an agent or from your lender or from us, the title company. And it looks so real. We're starting to notice in a lot of these scenarios that there's misspelling of words. If you run your cursor actually over a web address, it can show the name, but it'll show you the email. And what we're also seeing is that the email address is very different. So it looks like it may be coming from a Tom Grisak, but it may be coming from an email that's totally not Tom Grisak. It just looks that way. And these guys are smart, and they are preying on, like I said, the real estate community and what's happening, because it's a large sum of money that you guys are dealing with, whether you're a seller or whether you're a buyer. Sellers are getting proceeds off their property. Buyers are having to bring in money to pay for their property. So we're talking a lot of money is changing hands in the real estate industry, and they are preying on it.
Yeah, the thing that scares us is everybody gets so busy in this business that unless someone's really crossing the T's and dotting the I's, one of these can slip through. And it doesn't take but once for this to happen, where a title company really gets hammered, or the buyer or the seller gets hammered. And we've been all really kind of scratching our heads. How do we prevent this? We've been kind of going round and round, but the deeper we go into it, the more we realize, well, someone could actually do that, so that might solve it. Or someone could, hey, by the way, that's Sean in the background, Sean Elliott. Sean's one of our great agents. No, that's okay. So really the industry, I don't know do you know if it's happening in other parts of the country?
It's happening all over the place. It's a worldwide, it's a nationwide problem that's occurring. It's not just one state. It's not just one title company. It's not just one agent, not just one broker. This is happening all over. And the best way we can prevent it is through education and giving tips to our buyers, giving tips to our sellers on truly what you can do to avoid this from happening.
When did you first start seeing? You told us about a month ago.
Oh gosh, yeah. We told you guys about a month ago when we had a scenario in our office when we first started really seeing it. But now we are seeing it daily.
Tell them what happened if you don't know.
We had a buyer get an email from a real estate agent, her real estate agent, and it wasn't her agent. It was a fraudster. It was Monday. The closing was supposed to happen on a Wednesday. This was a Monday. The buyer got an email saying, please send the title company this amount of money. It's what's needed for closing. We go ahead and send it now versus waiting till Wednesday or whatnot to initiate the wire. So this buyer initiated the wire based on not good information, basically, to a fraudulent account, and wired $160 some odd thousand to an account to basically fraudsters. So on Wednesday, when she came in for closing, her agent asked her, "So did you bring in the cashier's check, or are you wiring money?" And she goes, "What are you talking about? I already sent the money on Monday like you told me to do." That's
must be a sickening feeling.
Right. And her heart dropped. I mean, our whole office was pretty much in tears for this lady. And, it looked like it came from the agent. It's crazy what they're doing out there. They are falsifying emails that look so good. And
we actually had one today. We've got a closing tomorrow on a property in Lucas. And one of our great admins, Dina, supposedly had sent out an email, but she didn't. But it was just her email. It was her picture, her logo, her letterhead, and everything. And it was advising both the buyer agent and the buyer what they need to be doing. I think they said, do not use a cashier's check. Please wire the funds. So they're discouraging people really from using the cashier checks, which is, I guess, even that's not foolproof.
It's not foolproof, but and wires are not a bad thing. We don't want you to feel like, because, of all this, you can't send a wire. In that particular situation, though, I read the email, and it pretty much said the title company does not accept checks. Send this money, and you need to send it today, because we won't be able to close if you don't send it today. I mean, it's crazy. And so wiring it's not that wiring is bad, or, closing on a real estate transaction is bad. The best thing you can do is just stop for a moment, look at what your surroundings are, look at your emails, and be smart. I honestly feel like if it were me, I would walk into the title company and I would go get their wiring instructions. I wouldn't trust anything over email.
And don't trust the agents. Don't trust the title company by calling you or sending you an email. Mm-hmm. All that can be simplified. Someone else can do that. Mm-hmm. But if you walk into that title company and you hand them a cashier's check, or if you want to go the wiring route, you're right there. You're taking instructions right from the title company.
Exactly. We have a policy within our office that we do not accept a change of wiring instructions. Say Mr. Seller sends us a bank instructions to wire his funds after closing. A lot of times we send out an opening package and it has that we're asking for that information. But a lot of times these fraudsters will send an email about 3 or 4 days before the closing, and say, "Oh, I've decided to change my wiring instructions to this bank. Please wire it here instead." Well, we have a policy within our office that we don't accept any changes over email. So what we would require that seller to do is to physically walk in our office with his identification and his new wiring instructions in order to change those wiring instructions. We won't do it over email. And that's something else. Like, for example, we as a title company deal with a lot of times other title companies, because Mr. Seller may be closing at our office, but may be buying at another title company's office. And we'll have to wire those funds, his proceeds, to fund his new property. Well, we don't even take wiring instructions via email or a phone number of another title company via email. If we're working with title company XYZ down the road, we will get online and we will Google their number, and we will call them and verify their wiring instructions. We take not even phone numbers seriously over email anymore, because, like Tom said, those can be forged.
Right. In fact, you'll see, if you're our clients or on our mailing list, you'll see in the bottom of all of our emails, there's a warning highlighted in yellow. This type of fraud is on the rise. So we ask our clients, even the ones we know very well, they know our voice, we ask them to Google the phone number of the title company. Don't take it from us what the phone number is. You Google it yourself. And then, as I said, the best thing is to go in and actually walk in the door. But if you can't, the next best thing is you got the right phone number because you Googled it, and that's the phone number for the title company. Mm-hmm. Someday they may figure out how to change that too, but for right now, that's really the best answer. And honestly, I'm not sure how this is going to be resolved. I don't know if there is a cure for this.
I don't know if it's a cure either. There won't be a cure. I think the best thing that we all can do is just take things a little bit slower and be smart about it. If it was my money, I would guarantee I would walk into that title company and make sure I've got the right wiring instructions. Something about First American as well is once we send out wiring instructions, that opening package, those will never change. We have our own bank. First American owns its own bank. And so we aren't dealing with a bank down the road that just holds our escrow accounts. We actually own our own bank, which is something very unique about us as well. But we will never change our wiring instructions. So if you get an opening package from First American Title, you will not ever get a different wiring instructions from us. You'll never get a different wiring instructions from Tom. You'll never get a different wiring instructions from anybody. That initial package is the only package you need to be concerned with. And again, if it were me, I'd Google the phone number. I'd walk into First American. I'd verify that information. You're dealing with a lot of money. This is a lot of people's life savings. This is the biggest investment of most people's lives. It's not something to be taken lightly at all.
Yeah, what's strange is last year, this was never even a consideration. Of course, we were careful, but we never would have even considered someone could hack into an email account and send out emails or just replicate another email and you send to the client, because our email addresses are on our website. Everybody's email address is on a website. Yeah. So it's something that we're all going to watch. Now, let me ask you this, Crystal. I've been kind of bragging on you. Tell us a little bit about First American. You guys bought out Hexter Fair how long ago?
Yeah, First American. Oh gosh, it's been about 5 years now.
Okay,
and it's great. It's really great. We went from a very small, locally owned and operated title company to one of the largest in the nation. And with that comes a lot of great things. And so we're very proud to be a part of the First American family. And our team in Allen has been in place for so long now, and we've got a team of 11 next door here, and so 3 closers and a funding department, a lot of assistants, and myself. And
you might see when your home goes under contract, the agents fighting over title companies. Keep in mind, those title company rates, they're set by the state of Texas. So it's not that one agent's going to get a better deal on a title policy than another. It's all about service. Like our business is all about service, theirs is too. And you can really appreciate a good title company when you get into a bind and you need them to help you. And they'll stop what they're doing and they'll drop things to help you make your deal happen. That's so appreciated, and they've saved us on some deals. So they're our title company of choice, and there are a lot of great ones out there. It's just we've been with them for so long and feel very confident with them.
And we hope that Tom, your buyers and sellers and the team's buyers and sellers, everybody that truly walks in our doors, we hope that you guys feel like you are a part of our family, and we are very warm and welcoming. We want to make the home buying and the home selling experience the best possible, and we're an extension of Tom, and we want you guys to have the best of the best. So.
Right. So that's it. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in the future, this maybe by the time you do it, these things will be cleared up and there will be a foolproof way to get around this. But for the immediate foreseeable future, I'm not sure how they're going to resolve this. So just be careful, be aware. And as I said, if you get an email from us, the reason there's that ugly yellow warning down at the bottom is because we are taking this very seriously. So thank you all for listening. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call. Crystal, why don't you give them your phone number too?
Absolutely. Our office is 972-396-1549. My cell phone number is 972-768-3920. Seriously, call us anytime that we can help. Like I said, you're working with the best when you're working with Tom and his team. And so we look forward to seeing you at a closing soon.
Great. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.